Hi, my name is James. And just 90 seconds from now, I'm going to let you in on something every man is secretly obsessed with. It's something he craves. More than love, more than money, even more than sex. And the craziest part is, this one secret obsession holds the key to winning a man's love, attention, and total devotion for life, but not one woman in 1,000 even knows it exists. And those that do almost never share it with another soul. After 12 years of working with thousands of amazing women as a relationship coach, I've witnessed the secret male obsession to be the key to a man's heart. Because once you understand it, you'll be able to make the man of your choice feel a burning desire for you that's so powerful, that you'll literally become the most important person in his life, the person he thinks about all day long. Because no matter how bad your situation seems right now, even if you're worried your man is losing interest after getting intimate with him too soon, even if you've given up hope that your man will ever commit to you, and even if he's been completely ignoring your calls and texts, it doesn't matter. Because the moment you flip this secret trigger in a man's heart, a trigger so secret that 99% of women and men don't even know it exists, he'll feel a surge of desire for you that goes far beyond physical attraction, and makes him see you in a whole new light. Without even realizing it, he'll start to picture you in his life, and every other woman, past and present, will fade from his mind. Every man you know agonizes over this primal drive more than anything else. Even his sex drive. In fact, this drive is so hardwired into a man's mind that it subconsciously controls everything he does. From the time he wakes up to the moment his head hits the pillow at night. It's something I've come to call the hero instinct. And I now believe it's the biggest secret to becoming a man's deepest passion and priority in life. In fact, it doesn't matter how in love or infatuated a man is. If the woman he's with doesn't bring out his hero instinct, he'll always feel like something important is missing, and he'll eventually seek out a woman who knows this secret. On the other hand, when you know how to trigger a man's hero instinct, his heart will be yours, and yours alone. And he'll go to the ends of the earth to make you happy. How can this be possible? It's because the hero instinct is a biological drive just like hunger, thirst, and sex. But once this drive is triggered, it becomes more powerful than all three combined, which makes it virtually impossible for him to ignore. And in a few minutes you'll see how you can use a secret signal I discovered to flip on a man's hero instinct without him even noticing. And I should warn you. When you use this secret signal on a man for the first time, get ready. Because he'll suddenly find everything about you to be more alluring and enticing than any other woman on his radar. But first, the best way for you to understand how you can use the hero instinct is to see how it worked for a real woman. I'd like you to meet my friend Rachel. She's one of my favorite clients. If you met her, I bet you'd be fast friends from the start, because that's how she is with everyone. But for some strange reason, she always has the worst luck in her search for love. And that all comes down to understanding his hero instinct. By now you're probably wondering what exactly is the hero instinct, right? Well, on the surface it's a deep biological drive inside every man to feel needed. In other words, men are secretly obsessed with feeling irreplaceable, like they're the only man for the job. But it's so much deeper than that. You see, men are so powerfully drawn to anything that makes them feel this way that it's the driving force behind their every thought and action without them even knowing it. To some extent, a man might get this hidden need met from his job, hobbies, or friends. But nothing in the world can satisfy that need like a woman who knows this secret. Now pay close attention, because this is the most important part of this presentation. Men are secretly obsessed with feeling irreplaceable, like they're the only man for the job. You see, awakening a man's hero instinct is the surest way to make him fall in love with you. In fact, there's nothing more stunningly attractive to a man. Because it makes you his primary obsession in life. And here's the secret to how that works. You become a man's obsession, not by meeting his needs, but by revealing your own. In other words, it's not about trying to please him, it's about giving him a way to please you. Which allows him to feel like he's actively winning you over. And here's why that's so critical. It's nearly impossible for a man to feel like he's in love if he doesn't feel like he's earning that love. When you do that, your relationship feels real to him for the first time. He feels like he's falling in love with you over and over again. And it's because you've given him the first taste of real love. And when you do this, watch how his desire for you suddenly soars. Feel how he cherishes you, loves you, and understands you, in a way he never could have before. Because now he's truly at his best with you, and he'll be grateful every day that he found you. That simple hidden phrase completely changed the way he saw you in his life. It was also a real eye-opener for me. In fact, I was so shocked at the power of that one secret signal that I became obsessed with finding more of them. I realized they needed to work over the phone, in person, and through text. They also had to be simple and easy to use, without having to spend months studying the deep psychology behind them. But most importantly, they had to increase a man's attraction and devotion in ways that feel completely natural. So I locked myself in my office and searched through my notes, courses, and transcripts from years' worth of coaching sessions. And at first it was slow going. But then I noticed something strange. Every time one of these women found the love and romance they were searching for, I could trace it back to a single moment. A moment when they had somehow signaled their man and awoken a part of his mind that told him, "This is exactly what I want." There's something special about this woman. The secret signals will increase a man's attraction and devotion. Sometimes it was a simple phrase, a thoughtful gesture, or even a short message. But they all had one thing in common. They seemed to trigger a strong emotional reaction in their man, awakening his hero instinct and making him instinctively notice her with new eyes. And that was always the turning point. Every time I discovered one of these signals, I wrote it down in this little black notebook I carry with me everywhere. And I called them secret signals. Because of the incredible ability they have to capture a man's undivided attention, sparking deep feelings of love without him even knowing why. Then not long ago, I started sharing them with a small handful of the women I was coaching at the time. Each woman instantly went from getting the cold shoulder from her man to receiving the thoughtful gestures, long conversations, and loving intimacy she'd always craved. The more women I showed this to, the more I realized how empowering these signals were, and how many lives they could change. That's why I know this will work for you even if you feel like you have tried everything before. Here are just a few of the secrets you're about to discover, the glimpse phrase, and I think you're gonna love this one, because it gives him a taste of the real you, in a way that will leave him yearning for more. When you use this simple signal, watch his eyes change as a fantasy blooms in his mind of how amazing a future will be with you. The fascination signal. Do men ever disappear on you when you show them too much interest? I'll show you the fascination signal, which you can use to spark such a deep attraction in a man that you'll become an emotional addiction to him. This innocent phrase is one of the most powerful signals I've discovered. And it can work in person, over the phone, or through text. When you use this on a man, watch as he feels an irresistible tug in his heart to be with you that's so intense, that it consumes his every thought. Silent action signals. I'll show you the silent action signals every woman should know that will shift his hero instinct into high gear and instantly make you more alluring than any woman in sight. These signals are silent because you don't even have to say a single word. Yet he'll get tunnel vision for you, like love at first sight even from across the room. You'll know it's working when he starts not so subtly trying to catch your eye and make you smile. The IOU signal. Did you know you can actually use a man's selective hearing to your advantage? All you have to do is swap out 3 simple words that you say every day. I call this the IOU signal, and it's every man's secret turn on because it fills him with a deep trust in you that makes him see you as his only confidant. He'll even start opening up to you before he opens up to his best guy friends. Damsel in distress signal. With the damsel in distress signal, you'll discover how to tap into a man's natural protective instincts to get his undivided love and attention at will. Because it lets you turn the tables by switching him into protect and serve mode so that he's the one falling all over himself to gain your attention and admiration. The private island signal. I'll show you the private island signal that makes a man see you as the one. You see, most women don't know this bit. There's a little known quality that's scientifically proven to be the biggest factor in who a man chooses to marry. It's how some women are able to keep their man hooked long enough to trigger his love instinct. The thing is, every woman on earth is born with this alluring quality. But if you don't know how to use it, most men won't stick around long enough to experience that gut-level attraction that makes them want to commit. This is the closest thing to a real love potion that exists. The X-ray question, and I'll show you a simple way to harness this seductive quality at a moment's notice. Now, I'm sure you'll agree that not knowing where you're at in your relationship can be torture sometimes. That's why I can't wait to show you the X-ray question that you can innocently ask your man to put your worries to rest. This simple question will reveal a secret hot button that's like a magic key to his heart. And this is a game changer, because once you know this phrase, you'll not only know what he really thinks of you, you'll also be able to instantly refocus his attention and desire on you, anytime you want. The X-back signal. If you've recently gone through a breakup, or separation with your man, this next one is really important. Because in 99% of cases, there's only one thing he can hear that matters. These 12 explosive little words instantly reframe how he pictures you in his life. I call it the X-back signal, and the best part is it's impossible for him to ignore, resist or think his way out of. Just drop these 12 simple words into a text, say them to him over the phone, or in person, and watch how quickly he comes crawling back to you. Because of the way this taps into his hero instinct, it's your strongest chance to not only get him back, but ensure that he'll never leave again. The secret currency of happy relationships. This next one is important because it's the #1 reason men leave women they love. This is the single most important thing you will ever read about men and commitment. Just knowing this one thing will get you inside his mind like no woman has ever done before. Once you know this signal, you'll never again be blindsided by his sudden distance or lack of interest. Instead, he'll think you're reading his mind, and will thank you for it every day. You'll also discover the secret currency of happy relationships. It turns out there are tiny chances every day to make emotional deposits in your relationship to grow and strengthen the bond you have with your man. This signal is surprisingly powerful. In fact, studies show that making these simple deposits cuts the rate of separation in half. So make sure to use this one. Because even though it takes less than 10 seconds, it kicks his hero instinct into overdrive. And he'll feel an emotional connection to you that he's never felt before. You've been paying attention, thank you so far, and by now I'm sure you're realized how powerful this really is. And you're probably, as I'm talking through these things, imagining specific ways that you can soothe them in your life. And right now you might be wondering, how can I get started? Well, I'm going to answer that question and show you exactly how in just a moment. But first, let me ask you, what's it worth to you to be free of those feelings of heartache and hopelessness for good because you finally have the one skill that's capable of unlocking true and lasting love? What's it worth to never again have to lay awake at night worrying because you have the complete certainty that his heart is unconditionally yours? What's it worth to be the most magnetic woman in the room, the woman that men instinctively notice and feel a strong pull towards? Women I've worked with tell me that they can't put a price on what they've learned and what it's done for their relationships. They simply can't put a price on the true happiness it brings them, and the peace that comes with the ability to find a wonderful man, and love, and be loved the way they deserve. I've seen many women pay thousands of dollars to relationship coaches and counselors to get these kinds of results, and even the exact kinds of results that you're likely looking for right now. But because you found the His Secret Obsession program today, you're able to get access to this powerful knowledge, along with the entire set of secret signals, and you won't have to pay thousands of dollars for a much greater benefit. Here's why. If you're here, it's because I've either personally invited you, or a close friend of mine has, and it's because I want to limit this program to women who are ready to reach for what they deserve. And by now, it's clear to me that you are. I want you to be one of the few women who knows how to magnetically attract me with these signals. So if you can promise me that you're ready to use this knowledge to transform your life and relationships, then I'd like to welcome you into the Be Irresistible community with our most powerful program, His Secret Obsession. I can't wait for you to experience the same success as the many women I've coached. At first, I felt that in order to be fair to the women who paid up to $1,000 for this same knowledge, I had to at least charge the price of a single coaching session. And at just $197, I'm sure you'd agree it's more than worth it. Especially since this program is yours for life, and you can come back to it anytime you want. But after going on this journey together with you today, I almost feel like we know each other because I've helped women exactly where you are right now who are happier than they ever thought possible. How much is a lifetime of warmth, companionship and love worth for you? And they let this same blissful happiness slip through their fingers, all because of a price tag. And I've learned my lesson. I don't want that to happen to you. That's why today I want to reduce the price even lower to just $97. But because I want to thank you for spending your valuable time watching this video, or reading this transcript, and because if you've come this far, it's clear that you're ready to have this blissful happiness and romance for yourself. If you act right now through today's special video presentation only, you can get instant access to everything for a one-time, single, secure payment of just $47. That means you save $150. An incredible 76% discount off the original coaching price, just to help you get started right now. And you can feel good knowing your decision to get his secret obsession today is fully guaranteed. Here's what I mean: download his secret obsession right now and start going through it. You can easily read the whole thing in an afternoon. But for now, just choose one or two signals that jump out at you and try them out for yourself. When you do, watch how quickly things click into place. Feel the natural confidence that flows through you when you see the way men now react to you. Experience how effortless it is to get the love and attention you desire, just by sending a few of these secret signals. I guarantee you that within 60 days, the man of your choice will see you as his other half. As the only woman that makes him truly happy. As the woman he loves more than anyone, or anything in the world. But if you're not absolutely ecstatic with this program for any reason at all, just send me an email. I'll quickly and happily refund 100% of your money, with no hard feelings. And even then, I still ask that you keep the entire program so it will be there for you, when you need it most. Because more than anything, it's important to me that you get the results you're looking for. And by keeping this program as your personal resource, you're gonna feel good knowing you have everything you need to change your life forever. It's a decision that will have a dramatic effect, not only on your romantic relationships and social life, but also on your daily happiness. Right now you can click the link below, to get immediate access to the life-changing guide with its powerful secrets and totally transform your love life forever. At the end of the day, I can't make the decision for you. It's up to you to take advantage of this deeply discounted price while it's still available. All you have to do is click the button below to get started right now. And remember, you risk nothing. Because not only are you fully guaranteed, but this program is yours forever, no matter what you decide. It's really that simple. And I wouldn't make that promise if I wasn't absolutely sure this would work for you. This program has already been proven to work for many women across the world, in all walks of life. Your information is 100% confidential to ensure total privacy. The whole thing takes just under 5 minutes. Right now, your life and relationships can change. Because one thing is for certain. This program will give you a newfound confidence and self-assuredness that becomes a permanent part of you. You will gain newfound confidence and self-assuredness that becomes a true part of you. Your feminine charm will run so deep that men will find you utterly irresistible.